Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the real Bryant Glaze Gibbs. I was once the problem, now what I seek to do in my old age, be part of the solution. How do I get back? How do I put content out there to get these kids to understand that they need to be cautious? They need to understand the consequence of their action before they jump off the porch and dig into that street thinking they know it all, thinking they know what's going to happen. Listen, none of us know what's going to happen. When you're out there in the street, you're playing Russian roulette with your life. You don't know whether you're coming home. You don't know whether you're going to get your head blown off. You don't know whether you're going to get paralyzed. You don't know whether you're going to get life imprisonment. Today, what I'm going to talk about two totally different interviews. I'm going to talk about Terrance Gangsta Williams. Right now, it's alleged. They say that Terrance, shout out to OG Giggity, Mr. Answer Right Back, the people champ. They say Terrance got 40 bodies and he's free. Wow. But once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it from New Orleans and take it to Brooklyn, New York. And I'm going to talk about John Bloody Hatchet. Hatchet right now is supposed to have 30 bodies. So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to bring it together. You got Terrance on your left in this corner from New Orleans, part of what? You know what I'm saying? the part of the Hot Boys, Cash Money Record. And then in this corner on the right, you got John Bloody Hatchet. 30 murders, Gangsta, 40 murders. And what I'm saying, folks, listen, man, how in the hell do it get that deep? What type of individual do you have to be to get caught up into that lifestyle? So once again, right now is I'm going to speak on Terrance, then I'm going to go to John Bloody Hatchet, then we'll go from there. John Bloody Hatchet. He was New York killing machine. John Bloody Hatchet, the brother of a minister, has admitted to involvement in more than 80 shootings, including 30 homicides, while operating a notorious gang that made tens of millions of dollars selling crack cocaine and marijuana. During a 2-decade reign of terror, Hatchet and his gang, the Rugby Boy, littered the street in the heart of Brooklyn with victims and bodies, authorities say. He was the crack epidemic, say Gene Gilbert, special agent in charge of drug enforcement administrator, New York office, comparing him to the murderers Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols, Kenneth Supreme McGriff, and the famous drug lord Nicky Barnes. But unlike the other brief reign as crack and heroin kingpin, Hatchet reign flourished like no other before the DEA finally mounted a 6-year operation buying $10 bags of crack to snare him. You know what? So that's what they had to say about Bloody Hatchet. I know Hatchet, like I said right now, we had a situation that took place at what was it, Red Parrot? And once again, like right now, I know a lot of the same people that he know. So once again, right now, I didn't know that he had a beef with one of my associates. But at Red Parrot that night, and February of 1988, we there, I'm deep. I got a hell of a crew. And once again, we in that strap. We got law enforcement that help us to get our gun into it. We in a crowded Red Parrot. You got doctors, lawyers, basketball player, football player, baseball player, celebrity. You got a little bit of everybody there. But he's there. And right now, we almost got into it over a misunderstanding. And the end result was I knew I had the upper end. But once again, like I said right now, he got me so mad when he just could have came over there and introduced himself, opposed to basically almost losing his life in Red Parrot that night, 1988. But once again, like I say, the story is about who was the worst. You know what I'm saying? Hatchet or Terrance Gangsta Williams? I don't know, man. Because if they're saying everything that he say, he got 30 bodies and Terrance got 40. Man, that's deep. Here we go. For those of you that don't know who the hell Terrance Gangsta Williams is, OG Giggity, New Orleans street figure Terrance Gangsta Williams free from life sentence, reason sealed. A notorious New Orleans street figure from the 1990s, locked up in federal prison for more than 20 years on life sentence, walked free this month for reason a judge has blocked from public view. Terrance Gangsta Williams, the half-brother of Cash Money Record co-founder Bryant Birdman Williams and Ronald Slim Williams, was dealing heroin and plotting murders when an FBI wiretap and snared him. Williams, who was said to have helped bankroll the record label, belonged to a violent street crew called the Hot Boys, a name Cash Money later adopted for his breakout act starring Lil Wayne, Turk, Juvenile, and Christopher B.G. Dorsey. The hip-hop supergroup debuted in 1997. A year later, Terrance Williams pleaded guilty to engaging in a continual criminal enterprise and solicitation of murder. He was caught plotting to kill a group of New York drug dealers in New Orleans to get paid for heroin they shipped by mail to an associate of Williams. Court records show the feds intercepted the package and listened as Williams hatched a murder plan. He got life plus 20 years, but U.S. District Judge Ivan Lamel resentenced him last month to 27 and a half years. Records show Williams was released on January 3rd at age 47, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Williams attorney Townsend Meyer confirmed the reduced sentence but declined to comment. Attempted to reach Terrance Williams was unsuccessful. His mother say he remained in another state. Interim U.S. Attorney Dwayne Evans' office declined to comment, citing Lamel order sealing his reason. Though federal law direct judge to state in open court the reason for the imposition of a particular sentence, judge often obscure a defendant cooperation in his benefit by sealing record, hearing, and transcript. Even the fact an inmate was resentenced is sometimes absent from the public docket. Citing inmates say that the federal judiciary began restricting public disclosure of judge's reason for sentence in 2001. But anyway, when you sit back and you think about it, here it is, Terrance, once upon a time, like I said right now, part of the notorious Hot Boy, Cash Money Record. But once again, they say he was a real live stepper. And I can remember several conversations that me and Terrance had. And like he said asked me, OG, imagine back in the days if I would have came to New York. Right now was, guess what? Ready to rock and roll, ready to take over what you would have told me. And you know what? These guys and the type of artillery that they was utilizing. Back then when I was out there, we had 9mm, we had 45, we had 4.4 Magnum, Uzi, Mac 10. That's it. Tech 9s. These guys had AK-47. So once again, like I say, it's a whole totally different understanding what you up against. So the question is right now is, guys, you don't want to be like Terrance Gangsta Williams, and you definitely don't want to be like John Bloody Hatchet, may his soul rest in peace. But that just show you the type of lifestyle and what can happen if you decide to jump up the port and get yourself caught up in the street. You can go to jail for a long, long time, possible dying in prison, or getting your head blown off. It's not worth it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change, because change come from within. Peace.